You're listening to the Power Agent Blogcast, empowering agents to elevate their business to the next level.
Challenges are just a guide, leading you, don't run and hide. You've got the heart, you've got the drive, feel it pound your life. Power Agent.
You know that feeling, right? When you're waiting for something important.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe it's pizza or your Uber.
Yeah,
Could be that package you've been watching like a hawk.
definitely.
And there's that little, burst of satisfaction when you check your phone and you see the progress.
Dough prepped in the oven.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or out for delivery. Or your driver's little car icon just inching closer on the map.
It's become standard.
It really has. We live in this like track everything culture now. And it's created this really powerful modern expectation, for transparency, for real-time updates.
Absolutely.
But here's the thing that gets me. The disconnect. When it comes to probably your biggest financial transaction ever, buying or selling a home, why does that transparency just seem to vanish,
It often does.
leaving you completely in the dark just wondering, okay, what's happening now?
It's a huge source of stress.
So today we're doing a deep dive into something we're calling the Real Estate Pizza Tracker Strategy. And we'll be looking at a platform mentioned in our sources called Rayse.
Rayse, right.
Our mission here is really to unpack how applying this simple, kind of satisfying concept, the real-time tracker, how that can maybe transform the real estate experience.
Taking it from anxious to something else.
Yeah, exactly. From often anxious to, hopefully, one of clarity, confidence, and control for the clients. We'll look at how it aims to turn them into what one source actually called raving fans.
Raving fans. Okay, I'm intrigued.
So yeah, let's explore this idea.
It makes sense. I mean, it's a fundamental shift, isn't it, in consumer expectation?
Totally.
People today, they don't just prefer transparency, they're like conditioned to expect it from almost every single service they use.
It's just baked in now.
It really is. It's an ingrained behavior.
And so true, from ordering dinner to, getting a ride somewhere. We're just so used to having these immediate visual updates right there.
Right at our fingertips.
Mhm.
Exactly. So now connect that expectation, that everyday thing, to the really high stakes of real estate.
Yeah, huge stakes.
People are dealing with their biggest asset usually. And that gap between what they expect instant updates and the, well, often opaque reality of traditional real estate,
Yeah, the long silences.
that gap becomes a massive source of anxiety. It's precisely, as the source puts it, where the worry truly lives.
This makes the Domino's story, strangely enough, incredibly relevant here.
The pizza tracker origin.
Yeah. They didn't just speed up pizza delivery necessarily. They totally redefined how people feel about waiting.
Ah, okay, that's interesting.
What used to be, say, 45 minutes of just wondering, did they forget my order? Is it burnt? Is it even coming?
The unknown void of waiting.
Right. Suddenly it became this gamified experience. You got step-by-step updates. There was that little progress bar.
Yeah, you could watch it move.
And it gave you, a little dopamine hit every time your pizza moved to the next stage, closer to your door.
So it wasn't just about making the wait shorter.
No, not necessarily. It was about transforming the experience of waiting itself, making it less painful, more engaging.
Okay, what's truly fascinating there is how directly that insight applies to real estate.
Yeah.
Our sources really emphasize this. Confusion is the enemy of confidence. Simple as that.
Made sense.
When clients don't have information, their brains just, well, they fill in the blanks.
And not usually with good stuff, I bet.
Rarely. They often fill them with fear, worry, worst-case scenarios, you name it. And the key point, the sources say, is that clients don't necessarily expect daily, hour-long calls from their agent.
No, that would be too much.
Right. What they really crave is just that simple reassurance that something is happening. Progress is being made.
Even a small update.
Exactly. Even a small, simple update can just dissipate a whole lot of that stress.
Okay, so if that's the problem, the anxiety gap, how do agents actually bridge it?
Yeah.
Our sources bring up Rayse here
Right, the platform.
as an example of a real-time client experience platform, basically designed to bring that same kind of clarity, control, communication to real estate.
Yeah, it's definitely an interesting approach for trying to fill that communication gap.
How does it work in practice, according to the sources?
Well, much like that Domino's tracker we were talking about, platforms like Rayse let agents show clients what's happening.
Showing, not just telling.
Precisely. Imagine you're the client, you log in, and you can just visually see, in really simple terms, Offer submitted, check. Showing scheduled, check. Inspection done, check. Appraisal in, check.
Okay, I could see how that would feel better, just seeing the checklist get ticked off.
Absolutely. That kind of real-time visibility, actually seeing the process unfold step by step, it can fundamentally change a client's whole emotional experience of the transaction.
But is this just adding more admin work for agents? They're already juggling so much.
That's a fair question. The sources frame it differently, though. It's positioned more as removing friction.
Removing friction. How so?
For both sides, actually. For the agents and their clients. It's less about adding tasks and more about streamlining communication.
Okay, so our sources lay out some practical steps, right, for agents to actually implement this pizza tracker strategy.
That's right. It's really presented as a strategic approach. Proactive client communication designed to, streamline things rather than make them more complicated.
Okay, step one.
Step one is audit your current process.
Audit, okay.
Yeah.
Like, look under the hood.
Exactly. This is all about finding those bottlenecks before they become breakdowns.
Right, makes sense.
So for an agent, it means really looking hard at their current workflow and asking themselves, where do my buyers or sellers typically feel, stuck or scared or just unsure?
And the sources give examples.
Yeah, common moments like right after the inspection. That can be a tense time.
Oh, for sure.
Or experiencing that radio silence after an offer goes in.
Oh, yeah. The waiting game.
Or even after they've put down a big deposit and then it feels like nothing's happening. Just crickets.
Okay, finding those pain points first.
And this really brings up an important strategic question for any agent. Where are my clients most likely to ask, what's happening?
Ah, anticipating the question.
Precisely, because that's where you have the biggest chance to proactively fill that information void before the anxiety even starts building. Understanding those specific pain points is absolutely key.
Okay, so you find the bottlenecks. What's step two in applying this tracker idea?
That leads straight into step two. Customize the client journey.
Customize. So it's not just a generic checklist.
Right. This is where platforms like Rayse apparently let agents really tailor a unique roadmap for each client.
Using their own, language, timing?
Exactly. Their own language, timing, and steps visually.
Yeah.
It's about taking that generic transaction process and making it personal, making it theirs.
Okay, now here's where it gets really interesting, because the sources mentioned making it super personal.
Yeah. Like how?
Well, instead of just a dry status update, like, offer accepted, it could become something fun, like pop the champagne.
Oh, I like that.
Or closing schedule could turn into time to pack, adding some personality.
That's great. See, that kind of personalization, it doesn't just inform, does it? It really strengthens that unique bond between the client and their agent.
Yeah, it makes it feel less like a transaction.
Totally. It makes a complex, often stressful process feel more human. And it celebrates those little victories along the way. Turns a simple checklist into more of a narrative.
Love that. Okay, so audit, customize.
Yeah.
What's the third step?
The third step outlined is set expectations from day one.
Crucial. Don't wait until they're already stressed.
Exactly. The sources really stress this. The absolute best time to introduce this kind of real-time tracking is before the questions even start bubbling up.
Get ahead of it.
Get way ahead of it. The sources even suggest some specific phrasing for those initial meetings.
Oh, yeah. Like what?
Something along the lines of, hey, one thing that really sets me apart is how I keep my clients in the loop. With my real estate tracker tool, you'll honestly never have to wonder where we are in the process. You'll see every single step as we go.
Okay, that's clear. Sets the stage nicely.
Right. It just plants that crucial seed. It signals to the client, hey, I'm not just any agent.
I'm thinking ahead.
I'm thinking ahead. I prioritize your peace of mind, and I'm going to give you proactive transparency. It sets a standard.
So it really smells like this isn't just, another cool tech tool for an agent's toolkit.
Oh, I don't think so.
What's the deeper impact here? The bigger picture?
Well, if we kind of connect all these dots back to the bigger picture, it really highlights a shift in service philosophy, doesn't it? I see. It's not just about what a platform does technically. It's about what it enables.
Okay.
This whole pizza tracker strategy, it functions as a really robust service strategy. The goal is to build trust, definitely. Save time because you're preempting all those what's happening, calls and emails.
Right. Fewer interruptions.
Fewer interruptions. And it aims to consistently create those little wow moments for clients throughout the process. It really represents a deliberate move towards, clarity over chaos.
I like that.
Promoting systems over stress.
Right.
And delivering service that speaks volumes, even when the agent isn't actively on the phone or sending an email.
Just knowing things are moving.
It's about maintaining that perception of progress even during those naturally quiet periods in a transaction.
That is a powerful transformation, actually.
Yeah.
You're giving clients something genuinely memorable
Seems like it.
because they might not remember every single phone call
Right.
or every market stat you threw at them or every form they had to sign.
Oh, definitely not the forms.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
But they absolutely will remember how you made them feel.
That's the core of service, isn't it?
I think so. And when they can visually see that progress happening,
Mm-hmm.
they inherently feel progress.
Tangible progress.
And when they feel progress, they feel safer, more in control. And that ultimately is what turns just another transaction into a genuinely positive client transformation, something they talk about.
It certainly is. And, you know, the sources also underscore that this kind of strategy has the potential to really redefine that client-agent relationship by embedding that proactive transparency right into the very fabric of how the transaction unfolds. It becomes the default, not the exception.
Okay. So wrapping this deep dive up, it seems the core idea is pretty simple but profound. Just the act of providing real-time transparency inspired by something as mundane as a pizza tracker can genuinely shift the needle on real estate anxiety.
Turning anxiety into confidence.
Into confidence and, ideally, client satisfaction. Maybe even those raving fans.
Yeah. So what does this all mean for you, the listener, thinking about this?
Good question.
Maybe consider what other high-stakes processes or even just anxiety-inducing ones exist in your own life. Or maybe in your industry.
Where else is there a lack of transparency?
Yeah, exactly. Could they be revolutionized by adopting a similar track everything mindset, by proactively filling those inevitable information gaps?
What stands out to you listening right now?
Just ask yourself, where else could a little bit more transparency create a whole lot more confidence, something to mull over?